Hello and welcome back to another episode of PopCulture Reacts, and we are back with Kim Dracula. Previously doing 70 Fawns, but now we are going to drown.
Which I would. Can't swim. Don't know if I mentioned it on the show before, but yeah. So automatically, Kim Dracula's got me a little bit here by going, this could be you.
So last time out, you were so on the on
And, um,
70
an,
Fawns.
an amazing first 30 seconds, and then less amazing for me as it went on. But showed a lot to me that could be quite creative, quite interesting, and I would never necessarily, off the back of that, go into another song thinking I know what I'm going to get necessarily, or a cookie cutter thing. So, yeah, dubious but interested. How about that as a descriptor?
There we go. So, shall we drown?
Yes, let's do this.
And you smiled for the last time in my life. I hope you fucking drown. I hope you fucking drown. I'm not fucking around. I can't get rid of you now. Oh, you fucking drown. Everybody, I want everybody, I want everybody. No one money, or fame, or power, I want a lifestyle. Everybody, I want everybody, I want everybody, I want everybody. I want everybody to breathe like you fucking drown! Baby, we've been helpless lately. I can't get rid of you now. I'm not fucking around. Oh, you fucking drown! I can't get rid of you now. I'm not fucking around. Baby, we've been helpless lately. Oh, you fucking drown.
Hello, Dracula.
Before we get into the song, just that last bit of the video, like, is there a bit of lore that I'm not kind of up on? Then I feel like I'm supposed to go, oh.
The videos for all the singles pre the album coming out, there's a flow that goes through them.
Okay,
Of
yeah, I felt
bits
that
and
there was
pieces.
something there
Yeah,
that I possibly, yeah, should have picked up on, or there was supposed to be like a kind of flash of recognition there. So where does this in releases, where does this come out in comparison to 70 Thorns?
So this was before 70 Fawns, if I remember correctly.
But
Let me just
either way, not a long distance between them. So we're not
no,
talking about like one was 5 years ago, one was yesterday,
no.
that sort of
So
thing.
the first album came out in the middle of this year,
Okay,
but
yeah.
for the last sort of year or so, there's just been singles coming out. So
Okay.
you had Make Me Famous, then into Drown, then into 70 Fawns was the sort of three singles
All right. Yeah.
pre the album then coming out, and they were all sort of standalone for a while, and
And then
then the
album
album
drops,
this
and
year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what did you think of Drown?
I like this more. I like this a lot more. Not there are bits that I didn't like. I'll be honest, but you know what I said from that first one, like kind of liking maybe like the first 30 to 45 seconds, and then feeling like it lost its way for the stuff that I was liking a little bit.
Mm,
Um, there was a few moments where I thought, oh, is this one going to be the same? So I really like the start of it.
yeah.
When we get to, I'd say a little bit more of the club dance bit, or musically,
Yeah.
those are the bits that I struggled with a little bit. But I'd say all in all, as a total package, I thought this was really good. And following up on those hints that I felt, for me anyway, that were in 70 Thorns, of going, you're a creative little bugger, aren't you? You put a lot of yourself, your thought, your time into crafting these, and whether I'm
Mm,
necessarily going to like all of them or not, I think you're always striving to make something interesting, or that's what I felt from this. But yeah, I like this one a lot more. Here, how about you? How does this? Well, how do you like it, and how does it compare to
yes.
70 Thorns?
So this is one that of the original run. Because this 70 Fawns, Make Me Famous, and Killdozer. This is my least favorite of the four, but it's like having 10 out
Yeah,
of tens, and this is the eight. Um, there is something about Kim that just it gives me those vibes of where I was when Marilyn Manson first came and started, and there was that
yeah.
aura of there's something about you, and you're creative, you've got a vision, and I want to watch you develop this and see where you go with it.
I can see what you're saying now. I can see those vibes, and I think you're spot on with that. Uh, I want to see where you go next, and then probably next, and then probably next, and then probably next, because I feel like there's a very interesting path for you if there's enough of an audience that comes along with you, so that you don't have to kind of give up this creative endeavor that you're on.
Hmm.
But yeah, I like forget the look, the stylings, the musical style, the lyrical delivery, or anything like that. Put all that to one side for a second. I totally get that same vibe of, I think, experiencing Marilyn Manson early doors, of going, okay, there's something here. What is it? And am I going to
Yeah,
like it? I don't know, but yeah, what is it?
yeah.
Oh,
So it's
vocally delivery in this I thought was brilliant, especially on the chorus, on the drown part of it, and shows a lot of different styles and range. And as I said, we saw that in the in 70 Thorns, where there's that bit of scat at the beginning and things like that. But I don't know, the voice stood out doing its, hate to use the word, but like kind of the meat of the song. I thought sounded in it like an exceptional vocal performance for me on this one.
yeah, and the other thing is that something that very few people will do is the bravery to have silence in a song.
Yes.
Is that bit where it just all stops down? You just hear that very gentle tick tock, tick tock in the background. Yeah, that for someone that's only just released the first album and he only started doing stuff on TikTok like around the pandemic, as it started as covers of him doing like this sort of weird style thing of like a Lady Gaga song and bits like that.
Oh, okay.
That then did his own couple of singles and then got enough recognition and to get videos, get to the point when the guy from Korn wants to be in your song,
Yeah.
and he's I can't remember who it is he's opening up for, but he's got a big tour in the States as like the opening act on it. It's all been very sort of what's the word, organic of how
Yeah.
he's sort of getting there, which again reminds me of Maz. He started doing like weird club shows, getting on a tour with Nine Inch Nails, and then expanding it from there. And yeah, it's all very there's if this is where you're at with no money behind you and it all being very much done yourself, created. What can you do when you have some money and a machine behind you to help promote it and go further with it? Just I'm so intrigued.
But it's odd because I still have never watched a TikTok video ever. Uh, I don't want it. I'm not going to get it. It's not for me. But I do like hearing of, at least at this stage, let's say moderate success compared to like the greatest bands ever. But let's be honest, ridiculously massive success off of someone taking their hobby and putting it onto, and don't get me wrong, talent as well, but taking this thing that probably is very hard for anyone to break into these days. It's not like artists like this can gig around because he's Australian, yeah,
Yeah,
and I presume living in Australia. But like there ain't the touring world that there used to be, and you're getting your record contracts. So to
and
actually use those vehicles and to turn it into something like this is an exceptional story, and I wish nothing but success for someone who has done that with talent and not because they fell over or some other inane shite that would be on TikTok.
yeah, it's the thing. It's just sort of quickly scanning through like the number of plays and stuff on his videos. Yeah, he's getting a couple of mil views on his videos and stuff.
Nice.
So there's definitely an audience for it, but obviously he's using the modern way of promoting this sort of thing. Where obviously
Yeah,
back in our day it would have been you get on a tour, you get on MTV.
you
That's how
give
you
a
do it.
hand job to a disreputable producer, and voila, all of a sudden you've got a contract.
Whereas now you do it on your social media, you self-produce stuff and get it out there and
Oh,
watch it grow.
and bearing in mind, I say this as we record a video for YouTube, but finding that audience within it as well, because and I imagine TikTok has more videos uploaded than YouTube on a daily basis, just because of the length of them and things like that. Although I don't know for definite, but I'd imagine those short vids you do to be found, and I've got it up here looking at kind of the viral off the back of the paparazzi thing, and I don't know. That's, I'm not gonna say one in a million, but it is kind of needle in a haystack territory, isn't it? For
Yeah,
for for them to be found and for them to build up a fan base based off of that. And probably the bit that makes it needle in a haystack, and for them all to also to be talented. Because not in the generation that we live in now, and I say the generation, in the era that we live in now, quite often entertainment is driven by not necessarily by talent, but kind of sensationalism and attention grabbing, and talent. It often feels like it's secondary to getting in people's eye lines. So yeah, I'm very impressed that they've managed to use I say modern tech, like modern social media platforms, to get them to somewhere. I think for certainly the second song and part of like the first song, somewhere where they deserve to be, and I hope to see them grow even further.
Yes. So if you
By the
are,
way, I said I can't swim, and it's like
yeah,
drown. Also, as you know, bloody hate planes as well. And the first minute and a half of this is set on a plane. I actually think there's some sort of anti-me targeting going on in this video.
So as always, let us know down there what you think of this and Kim Dracula as a whole, and um, any of the other videos you want us to
I
do.
guess
Get me?
I guess at some point we should probably listen to the Paparazzi by Lady Gaga cover. I guess, shouldn't we?
Yes, and we've got
With our
Make Me
cover love.
Famous. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So as always, YouTube things, like, subscribe, and ring bells. And until next time, goodbye.